So the Girls League we're going to be setting up, we tried doing a Girls League about 2 years ago and it didn't really work out. There wasn't much appetite for it, we didn't get enough teams and it was playing each other all over and over again and it got boring, and then at the end of the season pretty much they all left. So that showed me we didn't really do a good job of it. Where what we do now is we let the girls play with the boys and the boys are making the girls better players, so it's really helping the girls. But this year now we're getting a lot of people asking us, can you do a Girls League? So we're going to give it another go with the help of the FA. We've got a meeting with the FA and we're going to be getting sanctioned by the FA, and they're going to be helping us putting the league on and hopefully growing the girls game in Manchester. There's no girls leagues in Manchester on a Sunday. People have to travel as far as Bolton and further to get linked to league football. So we will be the only league in Manchester with a Sunday provision for football. On a Saturday you've got the South Manchester Girls League and North Manchester Girls League. It's all sewn up. And on a Sunday they go to the Bolton League, which is quite far away and it's on grass mostly. So yeah, we're going to try and house it home on AstroTurf pitches so that they can play every week, get that momentum and progress better. Yeah, so 1 o'clock tomorrow at the FA headquarters. Okay, cheers Lee, see you tomorrow, bye. Sorted, so that's a meeting with the FA arranged for tomorrow with Lee about the Girls League we're setting up. Yeah, so we'll go down there tomorrow and get that filmed. So, Lee, would you like to introduce yourself to the documentary?
Yeah, of course. So my name's Lee. I currently work at Manchester FA and I lead on women and girls football. So I have the pleasure of growing women and girls football across Greater Manchester and trying to increase the number of girls we have both playing and in workforce. So I've now been in Manchester for 4 years. When I graduated university, I saw a good opportunity up here to support on the Women's Euros, and it's an absolutely amazing city for football. Not look back, I love Manchester.
Brilliant, good stuff. And what's the participation been like since you've been involved with the FA for the girls' game?
Yeah, so the Women's Euros being a host city, that was major for us, and obviously the success that the Lionesses did. At the start of our strategy in 2020, we had around 3,000 girls playing. 4 years later, that's how our strategic cycles work. We're now at just over 6,000, so we've doubled participation growth, and in terms of coaches, referees, volunteers in the game, that has had a similar increase, which is amazing.
Brilliant, that's fantastic. And so in Manchester there's only 2 girls leagues on a Saturday, and what provision do we have on a Sunday?
Yeah, so currently under Manchester FA there isn't any girls provision that is on a Sunday. We do have leagues that are able to offer this, and as we are increasing with our provision, it's just really important that we have girls that can play football at a time that works for them. Some of them may have other activities that they want to be part of, or they may also want to play in boys leagues on one day, play with the boys, and then another day they want to play with their mates and they want to play girls football. So as a county FA, it's just ensuring there's enough opportunities for women and girls to play in a way that suits them and their lifestyle. The only other league that girls can play in on a Sunday currently is affiliated to Lancashire FA, which is the Bolton Bury District League. If you're in Manchester, it's quite a long way for you to go for potentially an hour's game. It's really important to us that football's accessible and that as many people can play as possible. It's not fair on parents having to travel to play football. So for us, due to growing demand, there's plenty of room for a number of opportunities, and then players and parents have the choice to find the opportunity that's right for them.
And for the summertime, the Euros on again. Do you have any plans for anything for the girls' game in the summertime?
Yeah, so as the Football Association, we have really exciting plans for July. Whilst we're not the host city this time, we can still get behind a major tournament and utilise this to really inspire more women and girls to be part of the game. So what we're using over the month of July is something called Big Football Day. It's powered by the National Lottery, and it's encouraging clubs and leagues to essentially open their doors and allow girls the opportunity to try football. Whether they've been part of football for years, they can take part in activations amongst the month, or whether they want to try football for the first time. We just want different leagues to put different like festivals or tournaments on, and we want clubs to offer an open day, a training session where people can try things like Wildcat squad or just play, and I hope that we can have loads of provision for the whole month of July and it'll just create a really great atmosphere.
Fantastic. And the application that we put in for the MYSL for the Sunday Girls League. Hopefully that'll come through soon, and we've got enough teams to start. The 10s, the 9s, the 8s and the 7s has been our most successful application process so far. So really looking forward, because I know you tried doing something last year and we tried doing something ourselves 3 years ago, and it's been an hard, long game. We've spoken about it quite a lot, but this year finally I think we can finally get something done, which I'm sure we can make something good in Manchester for the girls. I'm hoping that we get it right this time.
Yeah, definitely. It's in line with the growth of the game as well. And sometimes we try things, they don't work the first time, or maybe the game isn't ready for them. But yeah, it looks like a really good place now. The game is so much more popular amongst women and girls, and I think that people are now ready to take that competitive opportunity of playing in the league as well. And we're not doing it just to create opportunity. The demand's there, people have asked for it, so it's just offering people what they've asked for.
Okay, so we're about to go and watch PPC, one of the girls' teams in our league, training tonight. They're an under-9s team, and they play in our under-9s league against boys in the top division Premier League. All the girls in the team play for United, City, and Liverpool. So they're all top academy players for their age group. They're unbelievable. So we're going to go watch them train tonight. See how they do.
Okay, right. So dead simple drill.
Okay, so what made you get into kind of the coaching side? Was there a specific moment in time when you thought, I want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, like just my child, I played a bit when I was younger. My child went into a team, then obviously I think he outgrew that team a little bit, he moved on. And some of the kids just wanted me to continue coaching, and it just kind of grew from off a park into what it is today. There's a lot of stigma around girls football. It's, a lot of leagues will do girls leagues and boys leagues, or you're allowed to mix them a little bit. For us to be able to go as an all girls team in a very tough boys league, has massively helped, not just these, but my under 10s development as well. And my under 12s are in there as well. And it's just massively helping the development. So the Euros were a massive part of the kind of influx of girl players that we've had over the last 2 years. Everyone wants to be an England player, Ella Toon, Mary Earp, so on and so on. Girls naturally are really unselfish, so they want to pass. So the first thing they want to do is pass the ball. So trying to teach them that they've got good ball control, they can carry it, they can dribble with it, and get them habits into them at an early age, it makes them stand out massively in girls football.
Well done, get round. Round the yellow. Wait, go. I'll take you round the red. Then go back to the beginning. Next two, go. Come on, let's play. Well done. Get round.
So how do you juggle kind of life around football and family?
Wow, what a question! It's difficult. I think most of the parents, they've all got several children, and it is difficult. These girls do train a lot more than the average grassroots player. They just do. We're involved in several teams. We're involved in ETCs and academies, and the amount of time you have to dedicate to it is it's not for every parent. It's not for every family. So I think initially, before I took Harry to football, I was told by a number of coaches the relationship you have with your child when you start getting into football, into grassroots football, just blossoms. I've got 3 girls doing dancing and gymnastics. I never thought I'd have to step foot on a football pitch again. One day I want to go football, and since then we've become like best mates. We really have. I do a bit of coaching with her, but we travel together everywhere. I try and take her to training and football games as much as I can. Work depending, family life depending. I have other children I have to take to football. But yeah, we're like 2 best mates, and I am, and I always will be, I think, her biggest fan, but her biggest critic as well. And I have to pull her up on things, but she understands that, and she gets that here at PPC as well. So all the girls in this particular team, they're all at ETCs for a start. I think the team that you're filming are, a large majority of them are at Man United ETC. 2 of them are at Liverpool ETC. But I would not personally. Harry plays for 2 teams, as most of the girls do, a Saturday team and a Sunday team, as well as Manchester United and Liverpool. Both of them teams are in MYSL. We wouldn't put the girls anywhere else. I wouldn't put them in an FA league. I would put them against boys in as high a level in MYSL they can. And obviously what they've achieved, that getting to the Prem at the MYSL at their own age, it's unheard of. And I'm glad it's been championed and celebrated because they deserve it. They're going in there, they've played 5, they've won 4. They're not only competing with the boys now, they're beating the boys. And we are asking other girls teams in the area, join the MYSL. Come and join the MYSL, play against the boys. If they want development, that is the place to be. It really is.